All right, so in part one, we went over everything that's in the gym. Part two, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper. We're gonna go over cost of ownership for a home gym and what you should expect to spend. I feel like I really did this on a budget, to be honest with you. A lot of Black Friday sales, a lot of Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, friends, family, a lot of this stuff has kind of come together. So in this video, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know if you didn't on the first one. Let me know how much you think I spent on everything. All right, that being said, let's get into it. So over here on this wall, I've got a bunch of random attachments. So there's like a chirp wheel for my back, TRX attachment. Right now it's on the tank. Frey Fitness weight belt, Frey Fitness ankle belts, wrap stuff. I'm gonna value this at about 300 bucks worth of stuff, okay? Down here, I'm gonna get you guys on some game real quick. The Theragun vibrating roller. This is not a sponsorship. We paid full price for this. I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff. All this stuff, full price. This is the best thing in my gym. This thing. All right, so we got that. I think that was like 150 bucks. I paid $200 for the specialty belt squat attachment. I paid, I think it was 60 bucks for the trap bar. These Ohio bars, you know, they run 250, 300 all day. I paid $5 for this Eleiko curl bar that I saved from a junkyard. It's this, saved this bad boy from a junkyard, paid $5 for it, restored it. Frey Fitness bar that I spent in the last video, it's a bunch of junk. I think I paid $150 for this. It's my outdoor barbell now. The weights, this was right as the world was locking down. And everything was kind of going crazy, but I got a really good deal on these weights from Frey Fitness. It was $450 for about 400 pounds worth of bumper plates. And then there's a local shop in Charlotte that I picked these up for about 100 bucks. These are 2 extra 45s. So that's this section. The wood that I did this for came from my office projects. That was all left over. And the mirrors I actually picked up from my buddy Joey, who was remodeling his house and was going to throw them out. So he gave them to me for free as long as I went and picked them up. Little things like that go a long way. Let's go over to the second one. All right, the Frey Fitness functional trainer. I paid $1,500. Actually, it was $1,500 shipped. It was $1,200 brand new back in 2020. I got a screaming deal on that because functional trainers for 1,200 bucks, where are you gonna find that? This thing showed up in a massive crate, ended up cutting it to pieces and burning it into my fire pit, but this thing was awesome, very easy to put together. I use it every day. The attachments, I want to say I dropped probably $200 worth of attachments on this, from just B-bars, handles, rope handles, easy curl bar. I do have a lot of, not even sure what you call these, but they're like the grippy pull downs. That's the technical term. Got a lot of those. 60 bucks on Amazon. You can find similar sets. I guess these are the knockoffs. You can find similar sets for going for $300. And there was like 5 of these, all different shapes and sizes. All right, so back here is another Facebook Marketplace find. I haven't restored it yet. Oh my God, it's heavy. But a multi-grip bar. This thing was going in the trash from a local high school, and I picked it up for $10. My plan is to have it sandblasted, and I'm going to powder coat it either red or blue, depending on what color I do the new bench in. Speaking of bench, I said in the previous video this was an Amazon special. This was 150 bucks. Probably overpaid for it for what it is. But again, it's 4 years old and it has treated me very nice. It hasn't killed me yet, but very, very soon Pretty sure it will. I mentioned before, I don't buy from Titan anymore. The dumbbells are exactly why. So I got dumbbells all the way up to $85 or 85 pounds as a pair. And Titan Fitness refused to say that I bought the 85 as a pair, but I got every single other one. And yeah, they kind of screwed me over on that. I can't remember what I paid for all these. I think it was like $1,200 for the set. That included this dumbbell rack. I'm not a huge fan of this dumbbell rack because it stands straight up. So it makes it very hard to put the heavier weight on the bottom where I'd want the heavier weight. But since it's hard, I put the light weights down there. I do have a set of 80s, 90s, and 100s that are all strength core. I got these off Facebook Marketplace. So 200, 380, 460 pounds. Got it for $200 off Facebook Marketplace. That's a screaming deal. Screaming deal. All right, now for the back corner. So in the previous video, I didn't do my wall ball corner that I made. Just spare wood from home projects that I put together, some corner shelves. $150 maybe for all three of those. I did get a Basu ball, all blacked out. It's a theme to the gym. It's all black. My wife got me this stuff. I don't know how much she spent on that. That was a Christmas present. The tank M2. I paid $400 for this. This thing is like $1,200 or $1,300 online. So this was from a CrossFit gym about 15 minutes away. They put it up on Facebook. I gobbled it up. Air bike. I think I paid $300 for that from a friend who just never used it. And I use it every single day. 5 to 10 minute warm up, every single workout. GHD. I went to Facebook Marketplace again, and a lady was selling a whole bunch of her ex-husband's gym equipment. I'd be very mad. Deanna, don't get any ideas. But this was $150. As long as I could break it down, put it in the truck, and go. $150 for that. Awesome. Battle ropes, I'd say $100. Sled was $200. Miscellaneous corner over there. In that corner, I probably got some attachments, some boxing gloves. And speaking of boxing gloves, the punching bag right here, I hooked this up to the ceiling. That thing was only $50. So all in all, that's really everything that's in the gym. Don't think I'm leaving anything out there, but yeah. Okay, so now we are on to the recovery side of the gym, and this is my cold plunge. I built this cold plunge from a ice freezer, chest freezer that I got from Best Buy during a Black Friday sale. And I went ahead and followed a few steps that I read online where you sand the whole thing down, you seal it with JB Weld, waterproof weld, you let that sit, you go in, you spray the whole thing with a primer, and then after that you do 2 or 3 coats of pond sealer, and that's it. So for less than $600, I have got a whole tub that is regulated and filtered. I rarely ever have to change the water on it. It's amazing. And then right here we've got my sauna mini. Now there's a funny story behind this. I actually ordered one of those bag-in-the-box saunas that you get into and it's like steam, but there were some issues with it. I never really got the temperature, maybe 100, 120 degrees, and when I got out of it, I just felt wet. Like it wasn't a good experience whatsoever. So I contacted the company, ended up sending that back, and that's when I turned to the internet and found this sauna. Actually, my neighbor has the Solo, which is a little bit taller and fits one person very comfortably, where this one is just a little. But this is from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's a single person sauna. It gets up to about 180 degrees and maybe, well, depending on the exterior weather, I would say about 20 minutes. And it's freaking amazing. It's infrared. It comes in this box. It's 1, 2, 6, 7 pieces. It all plugs into one another. It's very, very, very simple to use. This sauna cost me $600. I used a 20% coupon, and that was shipped, free shipping. It is the best sauna that you can get on the market for the money, period. I love it. I use it 3 or 4 times a week. Again, it's amazing. All right, so that about does it on this video. There was a few things that I didn't mention. I do have a Rogue plyo box. I think those are like $100. And then I have this Govee lighting all throughout the gym. There are 3 different tracks. I think those are $60 per track. So let's call it $180. And then the tracks that they're in themselves are fairly expensive. I think I spent about $100 on that. So some of the stuff I didn't cover in this, I'm just going to put up maybe a $500 extra kind of miscellaneous on this. And I think that is my all-in cost. Then there's a couple other costs like stall mats. Those, are about $45 a section. They're not too terribly expensive. I would say all in all, the grand total to build this gym comes in well below $6,000. Rough estimates are between $5,200 to $5,500. But you tell me, do you think that's too much, too little? I mean, that's little piece by piece here and there over the past 4 or 5 years. I did not do everything all at one time. Some of the stuff I did cheap out on, like this bench. Some of the stuff I spent all the money on. There was a lot of really good finds on Facebook Marketplace. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I was able to use some friends and family and get some good deals here and there. But all in all, for this one stall kind of extra garage home gym, aka my Mojo Dojo Casa gym, I am at $5,200 to $5,500. So, like this video, share it, go in the comments, tell me what you would have done differently. I've got some plans in the future. I'm definitely upgrading this bench. So if you are a company watching this and you want to sponsor my next bench, holler at your boy. I'm thinking of getting an all-in-one rack and functional trainer like Force USA or the Rep Aries. There's a couple other ones from like Major Fitness that I'm looking at. But all in all, right now, this gym is really my sanctuary. My kids come out here and play. They watch me and Deanna work here. I have friends over. We work out all the time. I wouldn't trade this gym for $10,000. So yeah, that's it. Hey, look, if you are looking to buy a house and start a home gym, I'm your person. Like a filter or a 3-car garage, area in the back to build a garage, basement gym, attic gym, you name it. Let me know and let's get hunting. If you like the video, give it a like, give it a share, leave me a comment if you think I came in over, under. Really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. There's going to be another video dropping soon on my sauna, specifically going into detail on it, because that has been the #1 thing from the last video that you guys want to see. So that's it. This is Trey Sells Your Place. Get out there and do the work. Cheers, y'all.